These are the 9 things that are holding you back on TikTok and the reason that you are in the 200 view jail. And I'm telling you, this is the only video that you need to watch about the 200 view jail because most people that are struggling on TikTok are doing one of these 9 things. Now, before I get started, I want to make sure that you guys know that I have a free community link down in the description so that you guys can go ahead and join and get on the 2024 boot camp. There are several videos about breaking the 200 view jail in there as well. I'd love to have you. Go ahead and check it out in the description or in the first comment below. Now, first up, I have a lot of people that are in the sports niche, NFL, NBA, soccer. They're also doing TV shows, Loki, or doing movies, and they're posting straight to TikTok from YouTube or from Instagram or wherever they get their videos from. A lot of people are seeing instant copyright strikes in terms of unoriginal content and some even community guideline strikes. And that's coming from posted copyrighted content directly to TikTok. Now, in the previous years, you could get away with it. And the big reason that you could get away with it before was because TikTok now has their beta creativity program. And now there's a lot more money involved. And when money gets involved, there are restrictions that TikTok has to abide by, one for the copyright, but also if they're going to pay you as a creator, they have to know that you're going to be posting things that are with the community guidelines. So you cannot post NFL, NBA, anything with a major copyrighted restriction. You can't post it straight to TikTok. Now, what can you do instead? You can heavily edit that content to make it your own. I just made a huge video about fair use and how you're able to use copyrighted content. If you maybe add some commentary, some text, you can even add some overlays, make it your own. But I'll let you go ahead and watch that video for that. But basically what I'm trying to tell you is those big publications, they have a lot of money, they have lawyers, and they will sue creators. So you need to be careful when you're dealing with them. Now, I have other people that are wondering why they're posting their own videos and they're still getting an unoriginal content flag. And the reason is because a lot of people are posting with watermarks still. So a lot of people download other people's videos, a lot of people download their own videos and they post them to TikTok. But the guidelines state that you cannot have any watermarks or superimposed logos on your content. So if you're doing this right now, you guys need to stop because that is getting you in that 200 view jail. Now, with ineligible for original content or low quality content, this story is even crazier. I've had a few people come to me and they were wondering why their original content is getting flagged for unoriginal content on their guidelines. And the reason that this was happening was because they were posting to Instagram or YouTube first. I know that YouTube and Meta have been communicating with each other on finding ways to put content IDs on videos so that people are not cross-posting, taking other people's videos and making money on multiple platforms. So if you really want to focus on TikTok, you need to be conscious about posting on TikTok first before you post on the others. Now, depending on what you want to monetize the most, I would go ahead and post there first before I post at any of the 3. And sometimes you're going to be able to get away with getting high views on all 3, but I'm seeing a lot of people that are posting to YouTube or posting to Instagram or Facebook first and then trying to post on TikTok and seeing low views every single time, even getting flagged for unoriginal content. So keep that in mind when you're trying to post to multiple platforms at a time. Now, the 4th thing is something that I'm seeing a lot, especially from some niches that are like make money online, affiliate marketing, master resale rights, crypto, and conspiracy theories and some other things like that. People are using words that you cannot use on TikTok. There are a lot of things that you can't say because of some of the other guidelines, such as anything to deceive a viewer or make them feel like they can make a bunch of money without doing anything. There are several guidelines that you break when you try to tell people to PM me, DM me, message me on Instagram, go to my Instagram to personal message me there, make money online, emojis with the money bags and all those things. You do not want to look like a bot. So even things like posting too many times in a row, that can be bad. Too many comments in a row, automated comments. If you guys are posting your TikTok link somewhere else for other people to view it and like it, they would call that back in 2016 and 19 on Instagram engagement groups. If you have those things going on where there's unnatural activity, TikTok will instantly flag your account, flag your video for suspicious activity. It'll also flag it for your account for not being natural and probably labeling you as a bot. So don't use any of those words in your profile. Don't use any of those words in your comments. Act like a natural TikTok user. Like, comment some people, swipe. Don't, go to the backs of TikTok or promote anything that's harmful or dangerous. And that leads me to number 5, is that you're in a niche that is highly monitored and you're not being careful. So there are some things like extreme fat loss or extreme sadness or eating way too much or not enough or, those kind of things, right? Some sort of mental health things as well, where if you're typing those things into TikTok, there are actual notified messages that come up when you actually put that in the search bar. And there's these little pop-ups that come up that say you're more than your weight. If you're really feeling like this, we have a hotline number, right? And so there are a lot of things like that are there to protect as users. One of the big things about the United States, for example, trying to ban TikTok is with that, right? So it's important to make sure that you're using words that aren't harmful. Now, instead of using words that are harmful, I always give this one because it's kind of a lighter example. When people are talking about something like, for example, social anxiety, instead of talking about and using the words social anxiety, you could go ahead and flip those things. And instead of saying social anxiety, are you lacking confidence? Right? It's a lot less negative sounding than social anxiety. And it's not an actual keyword that TikTok is going to directly nail you with. If you're lacking confidence in a social situation, rather than saying something like that. So hopefully that helps. Make sure you try to flip everything in a positive light, because that's the best way to approach TikTok, especially when you're in some of those niches. Now, some other niches that are getting restricted are conspiracy theories and scary stories, some politics, behavioral sciences, extreme fat loss or weight loss, anything that they deem promiscuous, anything that has to do with wagering money or getting extremely rich really fast. All those kind of niches are being heavily monitored with keywords. They are being heavily monitored to clear out any bots of accounts that are in the way. That's why some people are losing followers, especially in those niches, is because there are a lot of bots and such that are in those niches. So just be aware of that. Not only the guidelines, but watching the way that you say things and the words that you use. Now, with number 6, there are a lot of people that are not scripting their videos. They're not taking the time to think about their idea, think about their video, think about the other person's problems or the things that are trending in society. AKA, people are having trouble stopping the scroll. Now, you need to work on your hooks, getting people in the first 3 seconds, because you want to make sure that you're getting 60 to 80% of people watching your video past 3 seconds. And the only way that you can do that is if you have a strong hook. Now, how do you have a strong hook? I made a video about this as well. You can go ahead and steal one of my scripts that is going to help you with your hooks and doing things with the first 3 seconds of your video. In fact, working on the first 10 seconds of your video is the best way on offense to get out of the 200 view deal, because it's the part that most people see and it's the part that you can work on the most. Because as long as people watch the first 10 seconds, you're going to get enough watch time and retention time to boost your views past the 300 view barrier. So hopefully you guys are spending a lot more time, asymmetrical time, on the beginning of your video. And that has to do with ideas and hooks. And that leads us into the next thing. A lot of people are making content and think that it's amazing content. And especially people that are in business or have products, they show off their product. They have really cool edit. They use CapCut templates. They have all these flashes and they have these captions and all these cool things. However, a lot of people are forgetting to solve a problem, inspire somebody, or entertain somebody. You need to really look at yourself, look at your content, and be self-aware. Are you serving somebody, inspiring them, entertaining them, or educating them? If you're not doing that to the best level, withholding information, that's a big problem, and that's what's hurting you as a content creator. You really need to give your best content for free. You need to go out there and lean on the side of giving too much instead of trying to hold things in way too much. And also, just because you make a high quality video doesn't mean it's going to be a high retention video, because you could really highly edit something, and there are people on TikTok that are not doing any editing at all, and they're just yapping at their phone, as they say on TikTok. They're just yapping at their phone and they're getting millions of views. It's because they're authentic. It's because they have the ability to speak. They have some moxie about them, and they're able to get a following and get people to watch them because of the stories that they're telling, because of the authenticity, because of the value that you're giving, the entertainment or the inspiration that they're getting, right? right? Or you could highly edit something on a CapCut or a CapCut template and you get 0 views, and people are confused about this. The most important part is solving a problem, entertaining somebody, or inspiring somebody. If you're not doing those things, you will never get out of the 200 view anyway. Now, number 8, this is really surprising for people because a lot of people came into TikTok with this mentality, with this mindset. And a lot of people are making 5, 6, 7-second videos, and they're doing it a lot like 2022 and before. They're romantic with how content used to be made, with a lot of words on the screen or a lot of words in the description, and they want people to check out their video and read for longer than the video is so that the video keeps looping in the background, and they try to hack that retention time, that watch time. But that does not work anymore on this algorithm in 2023 into 2024 because TikTok wants longer videos, 1-minute videos. That's what the beta creativity program. They're also going to be testing 15 and even 20-minute videos on TikTok. So these 5, 6, 7-second videos that you're trying to make, they're no longer going to be nearly as effective as they were. And another thing people are doing as well is trying to use the photo carousel feature on every single post. It's fine to mix in that photo carousel on some posts. However, if you do it for every single post, you are going to start to get flagged with the unoriginal, low quality content because photos are too static. Same with short videos. TikTok deems them as too static and they want more effort because a lot of spammy, easy content is made with photos and really short videos. So that's one way that you're trying to eliminate spammy short videos. Spammy action is to make videos longer and make videos not so static. And then the final thing is people are using CapCut templates. Quit using CapCut templates. I know a lot of people go viral, but it's a lot of the early adopters of those CapCut templates. If you want to play CapCut roulette, I'm cool with that. Do your thing. But I'm telling you right now that if you miss, if you don't hit the right CapCut template and during the right time, you are going to have low views. You're going to get hit with the low quality content ineligibility, and you're going to stop yourself as a creator because it becomes a crutch for people that don't want to learn how to edit better, how to tell better stories, how to stop the scroll and do other things that content creators that are making thousands and tens of thousands of dollars on the app are doing. So I don't want to see that happen to you. Instead, what you guys can go ahead and do is you can go somewhere like getyarn.io. They have a ton of memes, a ton of things that you can use on CapCut or whatever editing software that you use. And it's a lot like a CapCut template, but it's actually your own version and there's actual editing involved, and TikTok can see that it's not a CapCut template, but something that you did yourself. That'll keep the content more original while still being able to use some of those memes that you see all over TikTok. So if this was helpful, I have the 2024 TikTok Bootcamp that you guys can go ahead and join in my free community in the description. I would love to see you there. And if you guys want to learn more about TikTok, watch this video right here.